Welcome to Big Homeopathy. I'm your host, Sarah Thompson. Hi, welcome to Big Homeopathy. I'm your host, Big Homeopath, Sarah Thompson. Got contacts, feeling a little insecure without my glasses on, but also going to enjoy not having the blue reflection. We'll see how this goes. So, when I was 18, I went to see the Grateful Dead in concert in Highgate, Vermont. I spent the entire show having a complete meltdown because everyone else was on acid and I felt excluded. Bob Dylan, who is probably my favorite musician of all time if I were forced to pick just one, did an entire set and I missed the whole thing because I was stuck in the misery of not accepting the reality of things that were out of my control. I was probably 30 before I attended a concert. But wait, you're thinking, you just told me you went to see a Dead show when you were 18. I would go to shows. I would stand or sit in a room while musicians were playing. But I was never there. I would spend the entire time between deciding to go to the show and actually going, worrying about how was I going to get there? Where was I going to park? Where was I going to put my coat? Was someone going to steal my coat? Would I be able to see? Would I have to pee? Would I miss the show? Would I be able to find my friends? Would I be able to stay to my budget, which was always zero? And so I was always failing to make my budget, feeling like a financial failure, feeling strapped, feeling broke, and just basically being miserable. I used to envy people who could just go and do something fun. Then I would get to the show, and I would spend the entire show thinking about leaving. How am I going to get out of this crowd? How am I going to get home? Do I have to pee? Should I hold it? I want a beer, but if I have a beer, then I'll have to pee and I'll lose my spot. I don't want to lose my spot, but I can't see. My back hurts. My neck hurts. Am I going to be able to find my friends? Am I going to be too tired to drive? Am I going to be sober enough to drive? What am I going to do? So I just was never, ever there. In 2009, some friends invited us to join them at the Newport Folk Festival. Gillian Welch was headlining the show. And I am that guy when it comes to Gillian Welch. It was expensive. It was kind of a lot of traveling. I was very pregnant. I had a 3-year-old. It was supposed to be about 1,000 degrees. But Gillian Welch was headlining, and I'm that guy, and so we decided to go. And it was 1,000 degrees, and it was very expensive. We missed the first set because we were stuck in traffic. It was really difficult to manage a child at the concert. It was a lot of work, and it was sublime. I was 100% completely there. I just went and looked up the lineup for that festival, and it's a 2-day festival. I won't read you all the names, but the Decemberists were there, Gillian Welch was there, Dave Rawlings did his own set, Josh Ritter was there, the Low Anthem was there, Del McCoury was there, Guy Clark was there, the Avets were there. I mean, it was just an amazing 2 days of music. Now it's 3. 3 days, 10,000 people a day, 3 stages. You've got to get in line 2 hours ahead if you want to get a good seat by the stage. It's always 1,000 degrees. It costs a lot of money. It's always really dusty. It's always a really long day. On Sunday, I arrive wondering what I'm even doing there. But by Sunday evening, exhausted and grimy, with every drop of enjoyment wrung out of that sun-drenched, seafront-soaked rag of pure pleasure. I am completely full. I have done nothing for 3 days but be in the presence of people I love and wonderful music. I've gotten better at the logistics over the years, but that's not what's changed. What's changed is me. I know what it costs, and so I plan for it, and then I don't think about it again. I don't go to feel rested and to get enough sleep. I get enough sleep the week before, and then I spend the weekend burning it down with partying, and then I spend the next week recovering, which is actually the week I'm in right now. That old anxiety demon that I used to allow to drive all the pleasure out of everything by sitting on my shoulder and whispering, "There's not enough. You're not enough. You don't deserve this. You can't have this," has been released. I've thanked it for its service in trying to protect me in the best way that it can. And then I've let it know it's not welcome here anymore. And if it does show up, when it sometimes does, I hold my hands like this. And sometimes I even close my eyes. And I say, I am in the flow of divine light. These are my desires, but I'm not in charge of the way in which they get fulfilled. I release them to source, and I trust that my true needs will be met. And then I just listen to the music play. That's big homeopathy this week, and I think it's pretty huge. I'll see you next week.